Hey everyone, it's Pastor Hockman. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather. Not quite as beautiful as we've had the last 10 days, but it's been a pretty good November when this is the lousiest day we've had, weather-wise at least. Um, Probably all November. If you need a little snippet into what it's like in the Hockman house, maybe you've got it here. The quietest place near my house that I could find is Park. But this is the park across the street. You could probably see our vehicles in the driveway there in the background. We're blessed to be in a pretty awesome neighborhood like this. I want to talk to you today about the garments of splendor. That was part of our reading on Sunday from Isaiah chapter 52. God tells us that we have garments of splendor to wear. And what a blessing it is to have the robes of Christ's righteousness. Consider the context of those words. Isaiah was preaching to God's people at a time that wasn't a banner time for them. Their cousins to the north had already been carried off into captivity. Their time was coming when Babylon would come. Yet Isaiah speaks words of hope in chapter 52. I'll read those to you right now. God says through Isaiah, "Awake, awake, Zion, clothe yourself with strength. Put on your garments of splendor, Jerusalem, the holy city. The uncircumcised and defiled will not enter you again. Shake off your dust, rise up, sit enthroned, Jerusalem. Free yourself from the chains on your neck, daughter Zion, now a captive. For this is what the Lord says, you were sold for nothing, and without money you will be redeemed." So God tells Isaiah's people, just stand up and use your strength. Well, they didn't have any strength, and he said, stand up and awake and put on your garments of splendor. Well, they didn't have those in and of themselves to wear, but God was their strength and their hope, and he was giving them those garments to wear. They had this future hope that no matter what it would bring, no matter what nation they were living in or who was holding them captive, they had freedom in the promises of God. And so, my friends, as we look at the lives that God has placed before us, maybe we don't always feel so strong by ourselves, but we can have hope in the sure promise of everlasting life in Jesus. Our lives certainly are tainted with sin, but we know that we have the robes of righteousness that Christ has given us. So, my friends, wake up and rejoice and celebrate that hope that we have, that God, who is with us here and now and promises to never leave us or forsake us, he loves us so much that he sent Jesus to die that we might be robed in his perfection, and that we might know that everlasting life is ours in heaven with him forever and ever, with days without end. And so, my friends, look up, rejoice, celebrate, and live your life every day thanking God for giving you such a beautiful future.